There is no better feeling in football than playing under the lights. And in less than 48 hours, these bleachers are going to be filled for the Colgate Raiders season opener against the Monmouth University Hawks. Right here is the date and final score of Shannon Bush's first ever collegiate head coach win. And down here is a picture of the team. Now, that's a pretty cool gift. In other words, that's about 2.5 Josh Allen cleats from the sideline. Absolutely insane. After taking their show on the road last week, the Pioneers are ready to show up and show out at Gaetano Stadium in front of their home crowd for the Believe Bowl. Syracuse has been one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the country, but on Wednesday night, they finally started to show signs of life from the charity stripe. Clearly, I've got a little bit of work to do on my shot. But the Comets, they have their first preseason game on October 2nd at 7 p.m. against the Syracuse Crunch. The Pioneers, they got back on track this past week against Alfred State after they lost to Hobart the week before. Well, now they have another challenge ahead of them, the number 22 ranked team in the nation in Cortland at their place. Well, tonight, I want to take you to Notre Dame. The Jugglers hadn't won a football game since 2022 until this year. Now they're in the middle of one of their better seasons since 2018. Get this. Not only is Saunders leading the entire FCS in receptions and receiving yards, he's leading all of college football. Well, if you're a Mets fan, what are you doing right now? Probably watching us here on Eyewitness News, I know. But if your name is Pete Alonso, maybe you should be packing your bags and calling a real estate agent in Baltimore. It's Sunday, the AFC East is on the line. If the Patriots win it, they win the AFC East. If the Bills win, they're still alive in the division race. Got it? Good. Colgate and Syracuse faced off for their 69th all-time meeting since 1891. This was a game that both schools were looking forward to this week leading up to the game. But don't just take my word for it. Hop on the 90 with me and listen to them. The Bengals showed up to Buffalo with Joe Burrow in his second game back, and the Bills said, whoop-dee-doo, we have Josh Allen. Sabathia made history as a New York Yankee, and Sunday will mark another piece of history for him. He'll be the third black pitcher to be voted into the Hall of Fame. 2 plays later, Proctor cashes in. Jay Phillips takes the handoff, gets to the outside, and whoop, he's gone. 42-yard touchdown run. There are only a few things guaranteed in life. Death, taxes, and Connor McDonald gets in the end zone. Whitesboro takes the 21-0 lead. But unfortunately, 2 good things can't happen in a row for the Comets. Not even a minute later, the Wolfpack's Brendan Bryson has a breakaway opportunity, and he capitalizes on it, sending it into the net to give the Wolfpack the lead right back. Betsy was the team leader in points with 16, and why not ride the hot hand? Betsy again, kaboom! That gave Syracuse their first lead of the night. Then how about the QB, Braden Voorhees, getting in on the action and calling his own number, tiptoeing down the sideline for the crib call. And next possession, Jade Glover Toscano ties the game at 38-all. 15:43 left to go. Tyler Betsy, it's your world. We're just living in it. He hits his third 3 of the night and ties the team high in threes that night. Kyan Anthony said after the Tennessee game that William Kyle III was the best shot blocker in the nation. And here's why. 146 left, the rejection by Kyle. And that's all she wrote. In just 1 week, the 3rd season of the PWHL will get underway, and 2 former Colgate Raiders, forward Christina Kaltunkova and goaltender Hannah Murphy, will hit the ice for their regular season debuts.
It's an incredibly exciting time for women's hockey, and any opportunity to speak to it's a great opportunity.
Kaltunkova was drafted number 1 overall to the New York Sirens. She's the first Raider to be drafted number 1 overall in program history.
I just felt a lot of pride because I felt like someone from the Czech Republic being drafted at number 1 was a big accomplishment.
It was a fairly surreal experience and one I won't soon forget. She works at her craft. She's an everyday player. She blends absolute brute physicality with brilliant intelligence. She is a rare breed.
To be able to have played with her the past 4 years has been an awesome experience, and watching her growth over the past 4 years and have her become kind of a world-class player and goal scorer is really unbelievable, and I'm excited for her and her next journey in New York.
Her teammate Hannah Murphy was drafted to the Seattle Torrent, one of this year's expansion teams. Murphy was the first goaltender selected in the draft.
She's a consummate pro and invests a lot of time and energy in her craft and in her process.
She's just such a great teammate, so she'll make a difference in her team, and I'm just excited to see how she does and where things go for her.
The PWHL is in its third season and has continued to grow every season since it began.
When you zoom out and you reflect on it, it's a game in its infancy, and it's an incredibly exciting time.
Since the start of this league, it's become a possibility to play professionally outside of the national team, which is really awesome to allow more players to have the opportunity to continue to play after college. Watching its kind of growth and success over the past 2 years has just made me even more excited to be a part of it.